because the one that I held up this, I realized, okay, it keeps going. I mean, the one that I held up this, I was born too late. That, well, what it really it refers to the one before when I wrote it, or the one that at the end of the parroting that I first wrote this. Okay, it's in that parroting or that recording that I came to this. And actually, I think it's it's something you might find interesting. So, the proper thing for when you see this, when I see this, as the person thinking about what am I going to do with these videos, would be to put this video, or not this one, but the labeling one, which when I held this up, and I meant to hold it up for just a couple of seconds, but I kind of did a run-on, which I do a lot. It should have only been a couple of seconds, and then I would have put it, I can still do it, I will present it as coming before this. Before the actual one. Actually, when I start speaking Freedomese, it means that I'm kind of going back, because it means I'm getting a little stuck, so I need to speak my native language. Okay, time to go on. Back to this, which is, I started a long time ago. And I realized that, well, scaldingly hot. Oh, the bath might be scaldingly hot. Okay, I finished that. I'm on to the next one. Let's see, what is this one going to say? Pain? Just pain?
The smallest unit of measurable time.
Oh, pain. Oh, that was the whole thing? The smallest unit of measurable time. And it's known as the Brooklyn second?
A Brooklyn moment.
Okay, capital C is the comma. Or I could have done, I'm going to do an H. H. Well, it's really an E. ED, which is, okay, I know, I've got to do it here. ED, which is M dash. And I would like to add this. Are you going to let me? Okay, I'm going to go back and add this. ED, M dash. Edemas? Add. That's what I want to do. M dash. So this is just, in our convention is to not use punctuation marks, such as an M dash. There's M dashes and N dashes and beyond. I don't care what the difference is. One's longer than the other. But that's different from a hyphen. Hyphenated words are, it's a short one. Both M and N dashes are longer. And strictly speaking, you do one versus the other, but I don't know, who cares? The longer one, the one that says, well, this is a case of it, the smallest unit of measurable time. And then you got this dash that's longer than a hyphen, an M dash. Maybe I could just say D for dash. Oh, I might do that in the future. But at the moment, I'll stay in M dash. I think I'm in the future D for dash. Oh, okay. You know what? I'm going to do it now. No, and it's just D dash. So here, this is important. Okay, I'm going to use a piece of paper. It's easy to waste paper doing this, but I'm not. Shh. Okay. So this is in the form of all of our acronyms that are spelled out. Sometimes we just do the acronym itself. D for dash. D also means dot, as in dot, 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 DDD, dot, dot, dot. A single D is a dash. And just in case you're not sure what it means, when it's spelled out, which is not always, but it can always be looked up because we have an index of acronyms. So D means dash. In this case, we wouldn't want to capitalize this D because we want to distinguish it. Here, this is the acronym, which happens to only be one word long. I mean, so one letter. And here's the word. But let's say we had something longer, like one that I use a lot, GTD. So imagine there's a G here, a T, D. G, that would be capitalized. It's an acronym. And then it would be followed by the words getting to detailed. The first getting here would be a lowercase g, not an uppercase, because the last letter, G, remember I said it's GTD, the last letter is a capital. Of course, it's an acronym. So the first letter of the spelling out of getting to detailed should be a lowercase. But let's say this word is getting, and then the next letter is T for two, and we want to keep it all one, no spaces. That's important. We keep it all one because then we could use this autocorrect function on a computer or the word prediction function on a phone. We add it to the dictionary. So this is now in the dictionary. So if I do D, it's gonna come up and suggest this as the right word. No, well, that's in word prediction. In oh heavens, I'm sorry. I usually do it on the phone. I don't do it so much on the computer, but I'm on the computer now. So it's actually a little new to me and exactly how it works. But the basic principle is we trying to take advantage of technology to make our lives easier. So all of these acronyms help us. I mean, there's a definite reason why we, in this particular case, getting back to this one, we can't use the dash when we are putting these things into file names. You can't put a dash, well, actually file names allow a hyphen. Shh, I'm sorry, it's too complicated, it doesn't matter. There are times when you can't put a period, you can't put a comma. That's really where it matters. You can't put a comma, apostrophe. And punctuation is helpful, it really is. So we want to keep punctuation even when we're not allowed to use the punctuation marks. But even so, we do it all the time. Even when the technology allows us to use the punctuation marks, we still go ahead and use the letters instead. So just to finish up with the other version. Well, look, it's just so much. A picture is worth an awful lot. It's so much easier. So let me take the moment and do that. So oh, I'm running out of space here. Okay, that's all right. But you can see, here it is. There it is. GTD. And then the first word, getting, is going to be lowercase. We don't want spaces, so we want to distinguish between words. So from then on, every other word is going to be capital. So capital T and D for detailed. Okay? So that's the basic structure. And I'm going to say, this is an important one. This base structure of acro tools. Acro tools are acronyms that we use for very specific purposes. Okay, so this is, and I want to make it clear that that's the one before, which actually is going to be the title for the next. Yeah, here it is, structure of acro tools.